Yo, 10 shots, 6 blunts blowing through the session. Dragging on a split, free and dragging on a cliff. A MC in the booth, an assassin on the roof. I'm just waiting to shoot. Nigga, hurry up and die. Greatest truck of spares, you would think you had drama.
So, I want to dive into 5150 now because, not because of dirt sheets, not because of anything, because something was off when you watched that come in. You see Danny Limelight come in. He's talking his shit. You see Julius Smokes. You know, he's doing his thing. I don't want to say that Danny Limelight's annoying me because he does what he does. But to me, he doesn't feel like LAX because the more I see him by himself, there's a certain look. And let's be real. When you think of LAX, you think of street guys. It's always been presented as a street element. If you were, like Mexicans from LA or Puerto Ricans from from New York City, it always felt like urban, gritty, gangster stuff. Yeah. It don't feel like pretty boys in tight clothing, and he'd be wearing some tight pants. And I'm not shitting on him because listen, that's the style now. It is what it is, but if you watch when he starts talking shit, the Von Erichs come out, the first thing you see is Julius Smokes run out on some let's get it. Like, yeah, he got the shit clothesline, out of him, but that aggressiveness is what you're supposed to have. Like anybody who's ever been in a fight, if you're standing there, you're gonna fight money that's walking down. That energy he has where he's like, yo, we gonna get it in. That's what LAX is to me. And I seen that from Slice Boogie, who wasn't there because the police grabbed him. I seen that from Julius Smokes, and then when you see Hernandez comes out, Hernandez bodies that super street. Yes, I'm a goon. I mean, not the fact that he kind of like tossed. I think Marshall Vaughn never threw the table from the top. Yep. Yeah, that looked nuts. Let me just add that was a crazy spot, but. It feels very aggressive, where to me, Danny Limelight fits an aerial character who's kind of like a KC Navarro, where he's a pretty boy. You know what I mean? He's like that ladies man kind of thing. And I was like, damn, you need Slice Boogie because Slice Boogie brings that urban shit that seems to be missing. And it's weird. Where the fuck is Slice Boogie? Where Hernandez comes out, and you're like. There was no mention of nothing. Like one show he's there, and then the next show he's not, and you're like, what happened? Yo, my brother, like Hernandez, what the hell's going on with 5150?
I don't know, man. But and good thing you mentioned this. When LAX came out for the first time in Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever it was called back then, it was always a unit. It was always Conan. Homicide, Hernandez. There was never not one guy doing no singles wrestling. It was always a tag team cohesive unit. When they moved forward and it was Impact Wrestling, it was Conan, Homicide, and then they brought in Ortiz and Santana. All tag team wrestlers. You rarely saw those guys wrestle in singles wrestling. When they brought the new carnation 5150, is Slice Boogie and Danny Limelight. If you follow Danny Limelight outside of wrestling, he is a star in the making by himself. He's all about himself, which is a good thing because he's doing movies, he's doing stunt guys, he's an action figure guy, he's an OnlyFans star. I mean, let's call this shit out. He does OnlyFans. If anybody's on the video that was out there. Is there. I mean, let's cut this shit. He's out there to make money. He's out there for himself. So saying that, he doesn't seem like a perfect guy for a tag team unit to be in anymore. Now, whatever happens to Slice Boogie, it's different show, different city. Now, supposedly he stopped in the border or whatever happened in North Carolina, and he couldn't make it here. Whatever. There's rumors out there, if you want to believe it. Whatever you want to believe out there, you ain't gonna hear it from us. We ain't gonna know about business. Whatever's going on, what is going on, maybe this is the beginning of the dissolvent of 5150, since we hear that supposedly Cyber Vega is bringing a new Puerto Rican crew into MLW. That could be that new crew that will take over the 5150 legacy going forward. As we know, Julius Smokes is no longer in MLW, so contract expires. So we don't know what's going to happen with him. We don't know what's going to happen with Slice Boogie, if he's going to come back for the next set of tapers in Philly. We don't know. So we will find out when we go to Philly next month and see what happens. But if the new guys comes in and they get the new incarnation, like 2 new wrestlers, and put Slice Boogie in there, then I could see it going forward. But I think the reincarnation of 5150, I think it did what it was supposed to, bring excitement, and I think it finally reached its end with what's going on here now. So, I mean, and seeing Hernandez back, that's always a good thing, because you see that they still have those guys, 5150 LAS for life. No matter if you don't see them for a year or two, they'll pop up at any time. And now our boy Homicide, and I know our boy Homicide is the new N.W.A junior heavyweight champion. So he's doing his own thing now in N.W.A. He's the junior heavyweight. His hard work paid off. He's a champion. He's a solo champion. He's doing his thing there. I'm pretty sure if they need him, they'll call him. He'll pop up right down real quick. So moving forward, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see the Dallas tapings, and we'll see what happens. And hopefully in May, we'll see what happens.
And that's the thing where with 5150, we seen, like you said, we seen Koenig come in. It was Danny Limelight. It was Slice Boogie and Julius Smokes. We're like, you're like, dope. This is what's up. Then out of nowhere, now I don't follow Conan or no. I don't know. Listen, he's an older guy. Maybe he wants some time to just relax. So, but we no longer see Conan for a while now. He has not been.
Yeah, we have seen him a couple of months, and now he's in AAA every week. So
we know he's been away from the group. Now you hear that Julius Smokes is no longer part of the group. Which, if it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. We don't do that here. But that's the word on the streets. So we got to talk it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. So if he's away from it, you're like, well, damn. No one can match the energy of Julius Smokes, because I'm going to tell you now, that dude's energy is crazy. And in wrestling, you have dead spots in matches. There are points where you're like, oh, yeah, this is cool. Julius Smokes will keep you entertained, because that guy is 0 to 100 all day. Like he's just all in. So you're taking that element out. You're like,
And my thing is, how that dude never became a dancer is beyond me.
So you're keeping
when he does that pirouette inside the ring, awesome. Spinning, dude. That's poetry in motion right there.
Oh, facts. So now it looks like he's away. We don't know what's going on with Slice Boogie. That Hernandez is there now. I know Hernandez, I think, is from Houston. So I get that. Yeah. It's a local guy. It's another 5150 LAX guy. It's dope. They've done it with Homicide. But going forward, I don't really think he comes out to Dallas. And the way it's looking, the Von Erichs are beefing with them. It has nothing to do with the tag title anymore. So you're like, do they even get a rematch? Because from what I know, there's no rematch yet.
Not yet. So, and the way how things are going, who knows if they might get one before this taping's here. So
exactly. I think we hit the 5150 stuff.